Hi, I'm Don Calhoun.
And I'm Duane Coos. And we're co-authors of the book Dance with the Elephant. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a great topic today. In fact, it's the culmination of an equation we've been putting together.
And that equation ends with cosmic legacy. Now you're going to wonder why.
Cosmic legacy.
And you're going to wonder where the word cosmic legacy came from, and it came from literally this dude. Legacy is pretty easy to understand. It is us and what our purpose is.
But who has a legacy though, Don? I mean, who really has a legacy?
But in the cosmic universe, so Duane, fill us in on the equation and where we've led up to this point.
Well, on one side of the equation, we talked about our creative power. Each and every one of us have our ability to live in an environment where we have receptive choice. We pick and choose what it is that we grow by based on our creative power. With that, we combine it, though, with something that needs to be faith-driven. So we have to believe that the outcome will happen, and that all is multiplied by this magic thing called time. Time, and if you put it all together, and you're headed the direction that you're meant, that your destiny is to take you, you end up with
cosmic legacy.
All right, give me a story.
For most of you, I, in my other world, am a memorialist. I deal with people, and I have been doing it my whole life. In the sense, when someone dies, they come in and purchase what is commonly called a tombstone or a memorial. And so I deal with people at a heightened level of grief, at a heightened level of emotion, and I've spent my whole life doing it, Duane, and for you as the audience. And the thing that strikes me more than anything is I have seen in my working career, professional career, is a higher degree of suicide like I have never seen before. And so, you invest your time and energy emotionally with these families when you work with them. And I find myself privately going home at night and asking myself the question, what would bring an individual, any individual, to take their life? And why would they perceive that they don't have any purpose or meaning to their life, and that the world would literally, for them to take their life, the world would be much better off without them? And Duane often uses a story of, are we roadkill? You see that deer carcass on the side of the road when you drive by. Are we any different than that deer? Left for the vultures and the ravenous beings to come and feed upon the carcass, and therefore in this cosmic scheme of totality, do we have meaning and purpose? Well, I want to tell you, until you really sit across from a family that lost a son or a daughter to suicide, that is such an incongruent statement to say that they don't have meaning and purpose, because it is equivalent to straight line winds in northern Minnesota, where they just devastate the forest, they knock down the trees. The absolute emotional devastation on families when they lose somebody to suicide is huge. And so the fact that this person literally said they had no meaning, or at least in their perception, to take their own life, could not have been any more off. There is no way they could have lived on this earth without having meaning and purpose.
Now, in actuality, that person, because they took their life, in fact created their legacy. And that's really what our Dance with the Elephant is all about, is that we have the power to contribute to a legacy that we choose. And I think suicide is the saddest of all sad things in the world around us. But in the end, that person that made that choice chose their legacy. So, not to in any way make this a sad moment or concept, but it's very, very real. Instead, I want to flip that in the sense of the equation and the power that it has.
Correct.
With the equation, and by implementing the equation in your life, we firmly believe that we're providing the foundation of a sense of direction so that your cosmic legacy will bring the destiny that you have chosen. And so I ask you today, if today was a good day to die, Don, what would your legacy be?
If you enjoyed today's information and would like to receive 20 free videos,
20 free videos that cover the key questions that people usually ask about dancing with the elephant, you can go to dancewiththeelephant.com.